My coworker told our manager, out loud, in front of the whole team, that I had agreed to give her my work from home day. I had never agreed to that. I had never even been asked. Okay, so some context. Our team has a rotating schedule, one work from home day per person per week. You pick your day at the start of the month, it gets logged, done. I always pick Thursday, have picked Thursday for 8 months straight. It's my thing, I'm a creature of habit, whatever. So it's Monday morning. I'm at my desk, coffee in hand, genuinely in a decent mood for once. My coworker, I'll call her Dana, walks in, drops her bag, and immediately goes over to our manager, Marcus. And I hear her say, cheerfully, like it's already settled, so since Jade gave me her Thursday, I'll be remote this week on that day. Jade is me, I did not give Dana anything. I want to be very clear about that. I put my mug down and I walked over. Calm, genuinely calm at this point because I figured it was just a weird miscommunication. I said, "Hey, sorry, I think there's some confusion. I didn't agree to swap Thursdays." Dana turns to me with this smile, like I'm the one who made the error. She goes, "You said last week you didn't care about remote days that much." And okay? I did say something like that, in passing, in a conversation about how the policy works for new hires. That's it. That was the whole thing. Not a negotiation, not an offer. I told her that. She tilted her head and said, "I mean, I already told my dog walker I'd be home Thursday." Her dog walker. She had rearranged her dog walker schedule based on an assumption she made from one offhand comment I made 6 days ago. And somehow that was now my problem. I said super reasonably, "I'm sorry that happened, but I didn't agree to give up my day. You should have asked me first." I even offered, I said, "If you want to swap a different week, we can talk about it." She looked at me like I'd suggested something offensive. Then she turned back to Marcus and said, "Can you just log it the way I said? Jade's flexible." No, seriously. She went around me, mid-conversation, looked right past my face and asked our manager to override me. Marcus, to his credit, looked uncomfortable. He said he'd need to confirm with me directly. And Dana, this is the part I still can't believe, Dana said. "Marcus, it's just one day. She works from her couch. It's not like it's a hard shift." She said that about my scheduled, approved, logged work from home day that I earned, that I had been using for 8 months. I felt something shift in me right then, that I'm going to be calm about this energy, gone. I said, "Dana, I didn't agree. I'm not agreeing. Thursday is my day." And she snapped, just dropped the whole pleasant act. She went, "You are being so petty right now. It is one Thursday. I have things I need to handle at home, and you are making this into a whole big thing over nothing." I said, "You made it a thing when you announced it without asking me." She actually laughed, this short, sharp, contemptuous laugh. Then she said, "And I want you to really hear this," she said, "I honestly thought you were a team player." A team player, because refusing to hand over my scheduled day, which she claimed without asking, makes me not a team player. Got it. I looked at her for a second, and then I said, very clearly, so Marcus could hear every word, "Dana, I want you to explain to Marcus exactly how we discussed this swap. Walk him through the conversation." She blinked because there was no conversation, and she knew that I knew that, and now Marcus knew something was off too. She started in with, "I mean, it wasn't a formal thing, it was more like," and I just said, "Right," because it didn't happen. Maybe I could have stopped there, but I didn't. I looked at Marcus and said, "I'd like this documented that the swap was never requested or agreed to, just so we're clear going forward." Dana's face went tight. "Yeah," I said it out loud in front of everyone. Marcus pulled Dana into his office right then, closed the door. The rest of us sat there pretending to type. 15 minutes later, Dana came out, sat down at her desk, and did not look at me once. Marcus sent a team-wide email that afternoon reminding everyone that remote day swaps require written confirmation from both parties before being submitted. No names, didn't need any. Thursday came, I worked from home, obviously. Dana had to come into the office. I know because she sent a reply all to a thread that afternoon with a typo she definitely would have caught if she weren't stressed. Small thing, but I noticed. Here's the part I keep turning over though. Was the documentation asked too far? Like Marcus already had the picture. I didn't need to say it out loud like that. But I did, in front of people. And I'd probably do it again. Honestly though, what would you have done? Comment below.